So this is an Abarth 500. It's a fast Fiat 500. But what about the Abarth name? Where did that all come from? Some people may think, oh, it's just a marketing name and all that nonsense. But as is ever the case with these things, it isn't just a marketing name. There was a man called Abarth, and he liked making stuff go really fast. In 1908, Karl Abarth was born in Austria, later moving to Italy and becoming a naturalised Italian. So he changed his name to Carlo, the Italian version of his name. During his teens, he worked for a coach builder, Castagna. Now you are going to have to bear with me on some of my Italian pronunciation. I'm not terribly good at it. But while he was working for them, he built motorcycle and push-bike chassis. In fact, shortly after his time there, he went back to Austria to race motorcycles. He did a load of motorsport over his years, but various large crashes kind of halted that competition career for him. Still, after the Second World War, he moved back to Italy and set up a company with some fairly heavy hitters, a company that would become known as Cis Italia. The cars that Cis Italia made were brilliant, but in the late 40s, the company went under. It was then that Abarth found his time to strike. You see, he then set up Abarth & C out of basically the ashes of Cis Italia. He continued to develop some of the race cars they'd made and also developed some of his own stuff. On top of that, some performance bits for cars you could buy. For example, for Fiat. In 1952, Abarth released the 1500 Biposto, a beautiful car, absolutely stunning. And it was based on Fiat mechanical bits. Now, while Abarth had a relationship with Fiat before then, it was only after the 1500 Biposto that they were like super mega double best pals. A little while later, in the 70s, Fiat bought Abarth & C and basically made it its racing division, turning normal cars into race winners, sticking people on podiums, which is pretty cool. In the late 70s, Abarth himself passed away. A couple of years later, Abarth & C ceased to be. Fiat kind of consolidated all of its race teams under one name, and Abarth seemed lost to the world, occasionally used on special editions of cars. That said, special editions of cars such as the Fiat Stilo Abarth. Yeah, anyone remember that? Me neither, not at all. However, in 2007, Abarth & C, Carlo's company, came back into being. It was essentially Fiat's very own M division, designed to make fast Fiats. And that is how we've ended up in a 500 Abarth, or an Abarth 500 today, because of a man called Carl who liked to make cars that go really fast.